Okay, this may be a fuck up. I'm waiting for my girlfriend so that we can get to the gym. I've eaten rice. I ate about 300 grams of rice. Fucking like, probably was like 80, 100 grams of carbs, some bullshit like that. But I'm hoping that she gets here soon. Otherwise, you know, I don't actually know enough about carbs, because do they run out? Like, if you have the carbs, they surely, you know, you got to time them right. You can't have them too early, you can't have them too late. So today we are training bench and arms. So the reason I fucking say bench and arms and not chest and arms, I only train bench for chest right now, just because it's the fucking, it's weeks until the end of the bulk, you know, probably like even 1 week if everything goes according to plan. There's no point in doing incline dumbbell when it's just going to fatigue my chest for any bench session, so that I won't be able to progress. Completely thrown away incline. My plan now, I've come to the decision that when I go on the cut, I'm gonna, you know, cut out bench completely. I'm just gonna do, you know, bodybuilding movements and shit, because it just makes sense. I don't know why I'd go on a cut and then just be sad about how my bench just keeps going down and shit like that. It doesn't make sense to me. So the plan for today is 130 kilos for, I think I want to aim for like 3, maybe even 4. Don't think I'll be able to hit 4, but hopefully 3. All the PRs have been good. I've been PRing at every rep range, really, every weight, you know, up to 125. Now we're getting to heavy shit, so yeah, we'll see. Because the more I fail, the more it pushes the 140 attempt more and more. And I'm sick of being fat, obviously. So I need to get that 140 as soon as possible. Probably bulk day, I don't know, day, since it's the, what is it today? It's the 3rd of October today. It's like 200, bulk day 270, something like that. Cheers, Sam Sulek, overtaking you now. He clocked out at like 230, something like that. Thought about the cut. The cut is gonna be like a quick cut. I'm gonna drop the calories pretty harsh. I feel like I'll be able to maintain a bit more muscle just because I have a lot of fat on me. So if I cut the calories very low, I mean, it'll kind of just shred fat off. I just got to make sure to train fucking hard, and I got to make sure to, you know, maybe incorporate some rest days actually. Just because I haven't been doing rest days because I've been eating so many calories, sleeping well, I don't really need rest days. And my workouts are split pretty well. And I just got to make sure to eat a fuck ton of good high quality protein, of course, just so that I can maintain muscle, so that I don't get all this fat and shit like that and all this big, and then I end up looking like I did at the beginning of this year. Then this whole bulk would have been for fucking nothing. It'll be really fucking shit if, let's say, I've done all this bulking and then I end up not really changing from beginning of this year. That would be fucking terrible. Just wait for my girlfriend, I suppose, and then of course I'll take the pre-workout, and then yeah, so I'll see you there at the gym. Just drank the pre now. Yeah, I don't know about this one, guys. There's a lot of people here. I mean, it's 3 p.m. I mean, what did I expect? You know, that's what happens when I get to gym so late. But I took the pre. We're just gonna see how things go. I just remembered I have to take salt. I keep forgetting to take salt, so I'll take salt now and head into there, and we're gonna start benching. So I'll see you guys there. So it's after the session now. I did some cardio after you guys last saw me, which was the overhead tricep stuff. I think this is going after the session overview. It was a good fucking session. 130 kilograms for 3. I haven't fucking had a rest day. So I think I'm going to have a rest day. I was planning on hitting 140 on Saturday. I'm going to move it to Sunday. Overall, it was good. And then I'm hit like 10 reps with 100 kilograms, which was pretty solid, I suppose. I've used up like the last of my pre, so I'm getting some new pre on Thursday, which will be pretty sick. But yeah, I mean, it was a good session, good pump overall. A lot of people. I was embarrassed to film because there was a fuck ton of people, but I got over it, which was fine. And biceps, I feel like I could have done another set for biceps, but then I realized that I rested a lot and my biceps were pretty fried. So doing another set would have just been junk. So I just didn't do it. And triceps, same as always, did 4 sets for that. Then I did cardio. So my new thing with cardio is go on the seated laying bike, just like Sam Sulek says. Go on that for like 15 minutes, something like that. And then I get kind of fucking bored, even though I'm watching a YouTube video. And then I move on to the treadmill. And so going back and forth between machines, it kind of like, I don't get so bored. So it kind of helps a bit. We've got a cameraman now. Fuck off.
So cool, cameraman.
This is the last time she's ever filming. I just can't really be doing cardio every day because fucking my legs get so fucked up that if I do cardio, unless I'm just walking like at a really steady pace, then that's the only thing I can really do. So I went like 15 minutes on the seated bike and then about 10 minutes on the treadmill, about 200, 300 calories, something like that. I don't know if the machines are accurate. I'd have to get one of those fucking watches and shit that I'd only wear for cardio. I wouldn't fucking wear that for lifting. You see someone wearing those types of shits when he's lifting, you don't even talk to me. But we're gonna go get some milk now. It's gonna be weird, dude. If I hit 140 in the next 1 to 2 weeks, fuck, I'm gonna start cutting, dude. It's so weird. I'm so used to eating so much food, eating milk, eating peanuts, all this fucking bullshit that I can't really be eating on a cut. It's gonna be, quite weird. I think I'm gonna go straight into like a hard cut, like drop the calories pretty hectic, just because I've got a lot of fat, and then I just have to train fucking hard, eat protein, all that shit. But that's enough of me just yapping about random shit now. We're gonna go move on, or it was before, but I feel like it's gonna be, I feel like it was gonna be before. Alright, so you join me for the mid-session overview, I suppose. So today was bench and arms. I'm sure I've said this before, but I'm only benching now because I'm trying to hit 140 as soon as possible, which, an update, hopefully I can hit it tomorrow. I'm going to try it tomorrow. The other day, I think it was 2 days ago, I tried this new resistance band thing, because what I was doing was I was taking these like flat resistance bands, but for some reason at my gym, they just get torn up and shit like that. So I was like trying to mold all these resistance bands together to get some grip on the bench. Fucking, it was terrible. So what I ended up doing was I just lay my band flat on the bench, and so that's been working. So I'm going to try that out tomorrow, see how it works. See if I can finally bench 140, after 8 months of hard bulking, just eating, getting really fat, all that stuff, just to hit this 140 so that I can start cutting. If it doesn't happen tomorrow, it's going to be a real letdown, but just got to keep moving. You can't just sit there and be all sad about it. Yeah, so this day that I'm talking about was bench and arms. Ended up doing, I forgot what it was like 134 or something. I've shown the bench clips before, just raw clips basically, just what I wanted to do. And now I'm going to explain, what I did after, which was just biceps and triceps basically. Usually I would do chest and tris if I was doing like a pure bodybuilding movement, which is what I will do when I switch over to my cut, is what I'm going to be doing, a pure bodybuilding movement. And with that, I would have done some chest movements. I would have done some, when I was doing chest and tris earlier this year with bench, I was doing chest and tris, I would go do barbell bench, then, incline press, then a decline, and then the decline would be dips. But of course I don't do dips anymore because it just puts unnecessary fatigue on my chest. So for my arm days, I've changed it up a bit. I put biceps in front of triceps just because my bicep fucking lack. I don't know if it's like a thing on the bulk, because when I see people go from bulk to cut, their biceps like completely change. Like they look like they had fucking nothing before, and then they all of a sudden it looks like they've grown fucking muscle on their bicep, you know what I mean? I put my biceps first because they were lacking. Let's just get into that. So what I first do is I do a preacher curl. What I've learned, like, I've changed up my bicep training like a ton this flipping year. I was doing like easy bar curls, all this shit. And now I've come to the conclusion that it's preacher curl and a regular dumbbell curl. That's it. That's all you really need. And maybe some hammer curls. Both of these, they, the preacher curl, it biases the short head the most, since your arms are out in front of you like that. I like to do it with a single with a dumbbell, as you'll see in the footage. That's just my preference. You can use an easy bar or you can use a machine. We have a machine at the gym, but it's terrible. Dumbbells, I saw Sam doing one arm with the fucking Planet Fitness fucking machine. So I was like, okay, let me try one arm, and then I fell in love with it. So that's like my main bicep movement now. So what I do is I do this thing where as I'm going down, I kind of like stand on my tippy toes almost while I'm leaning against the pad, and then it kind of lets me extend my bicep fully, and then I go down and then I start pulling, shit like that. Obviously it's all failure. I don't do any weird thing where I position my hands and my elbow, but just till failure. I would tilt my body when I used to do single arm preacher curls, but now I've changed it so that like I'm more in front, so that I feel like it feels better like that, instead of me, because then my arm is like rotated the other way from my torso. And yeah, just till failure. I normally do 2 sets. Sometimes if you do a really, really fucking hard 1 set, that might be all you need to do. That is if you're going to do another dumbbell exercise. Of course, take a break in between each arms. It's a unilateral movement, just to let your CNS, recover. You don't want to fucking kill yourself on the one arm and then immediately go. There's nothing you can do about it. You're just gonna, put that arm, at a disadvantage, and you're gonna fucking build imbalances and shit like that. And for me, like, my left arm is smaller than my right, so I like to make sure that I do more reps on my left and shit like that. So yeah, 2 sets of that is usually what I do. You don't really need to do partials because for me, I can't fucking do partials. Once I do my last rep, if I try and pull it there, nothing's gonna fucking happen. I'm just like holding my arm out straight. Then move on to my other bicep movement, which is a regular ass dumbbell curl. Nothing really special. Okay, maybe a little bit special, but you just gotta make sure that you got decent arm path, that your arms are going straight. You gotta keep your legs together. You can do it standing if you want to. It just feels weird when I'm standing. I feel like I can push more when I'm seated, but if you like doing standing, do it fucking standing, dude. So I'm seated, and usually I'll do 2 sets, but if I only want to do 1, which is sometimes like I don't have time or my biceps are like fucked and I don't feel like I can do 2 sets, I'll do this thing where I start off regular just with both arms, and then when I fail, I do like one of those cheat curls. Is that what they're called? What regular ass people do is when it's like a hammer curls and it transitions into a regular curl. I do that and I do that unilaterally until failure, and then I do just like hammer curls. Usually I can't really do much range of motion with those hammer curls, but that's if I do 1 set. That kind of like fries the bicep. It kind of fries the biceps and finishes them off. Saw that on TikTok. And then you can throw in hammer curls. I don't really like hammer curls that much. They just doesn't feel as good, honestly. What I'd usually do for hammer curls is I'd throw in like a set of spider hammer curls. I used to do spider hammer curls. Those are pretty sick. After the biceps, of course, we went on to the other fucking part of the arm, which for me, I think I have like I think I'm genetically gifted with triceps. I know I don't have some fucking crazy, fucking triceps like that. They're kind of normal, but compared to the rest of my physique, especially my biceps, they're kind of a genetic strong point. So what I like to start off with is some fucking nerdy shit that I found online, is lengthen and shorten position of muscles. I've mentioned it before, don't really need to explain it again. It's just a regular extension, obviously warming up. And what I start is I kind of step away and I kind of have my arms like not really behind my torso, but not in front as well. And I just go till failure on that. That does the shortened position. I'm always fucking wrong, getting mixed up shortened and lengthened. And then when I fail there, I go forward and I do like regular tricep extensions. That does the lengthened, of course, or the shortened if I got it wrong. Yeah, I just go till failure on those. Just make sure to get as much range of motion as possible and go till failure. What I notice with triceps is a lot of the time is I'll think I'm at failure, but then if I just take a second to breathe and think like, okay, fucking pull this thing, then I'm able to do an extra rep. It's very weird. My mind muscle, maybe it's mind muscle connection or some bullshit like that. I'm done with that, and then I move on to a skull crusher variation. I've been thinking recently of doing JM press. Gotta look more into that. It looks fucking terrible. Plus the Smith machines at my fucking gym are horrendous right now, so I probably wouldn't try it right now. And so it's just, I know you don't want to put your ass against the cable, but you gotta get some stability. Come on now. In recent videos I did do the thing where I put a bench and I laid against the bench and did it. That just takes so much setup, dude. And for some reason when I do it like that, yeah, it just takes so much setup, and it's honestly not that good. And the benches at my gym aren't that high quality, so sometimes they rock and it's very hard. It's just a fucking nightmare, dude. But if you don't mind doing that, then fuck, and there's not that many people at the gym, fucking do it, bro. And then skull crusher dumbbells, which is what I always used to do. For some reason they're hurting my elbows recently. I don't know why. So I've switched to this variation where I stick my ass against the cable and it provides extra stability, and I just make sure to get as much range of motion there, just to do a skull crusher variation for the triceps, so that both of these exercises can help me get more of a horseshoe. Yeah, that was arms. It's pretty simple, 2 sets. Triceps sometimes I can do more than 2 sets per lift, but biceps is another fucking realm, dude. I'm not gonna have biceps and triceps together when I go into the cut. I'm more gonna focus on, you know, that classic split that I was following, which was like it's gonna be legs, chest and triceps, shoulders and biceps, and back, obviously back and abs. That is. I don't think I'm gonna be training abs on the cut. So, but yeah, I'm very excited about this cut, and also worried that my physique is gonna look pretty mediocre by the end of it. Hopefully not. I feel like I've put on muscle these past 9 months. Let's just be smart now. I need to get as much sleep as possible and lead to, you know, I'm gonna do an aggressive cut. Hopefully that isn't a detriment. And yeah, I'm just hoping for the best, obviously. 140 kilos tomorrow. Hopefully it goes well. Maybe we'll get another video on the bulk. But yeah, I mean, that's gonna be it for me. This might be the last road to 140 video. Well, not the last, because it's still a 140 video. Every time I attempt 140, or, you know, unless maybe it's even one attempt, every time I attempt 140 I'm gonna be making a video on it, so we'll see. But in the end game now, so we'll see. I don't know if I did an outro, but thank you guys for watching the video. Hopefully see you in the next one.